That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Yeah. That's me. That's me. That's me. Stop. Hold up. PMG.
Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as Moiciara, and today's video is, y'all already know, another freaking Married at First Sight review. And these last two episodes, I'm kind of glad that y'all know, I've been delayed with these reviews and stuff, because baby, hold on. Y'all know, yeah, lipstick on, something I always seem to catch it. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. We're gonna go straight into Michaela and Zach. So, okay. So they don't went. All the couples went on a couple retreats or some little country ranch shebang, woo, whatever, right? And I guess you can say Michaela and Zach were putting on for the cameras. Like they wanted to, like, okay, we started shooting again, so let's get out of that place where we're, at odds, and you left and you packed up and moved out and all that stuff. So she comes back in with her little stuff or whatever as they getting ready for this trip. Okay. They were getting along. They were hiding cold. And you know what? Okay, let's cut the bullshit. So I know what it is. I know what it is. Zach got the dick. Zach got the dick. Michaela's digmatized. She's she's irrational, but rational, because she want this to work. He want this to work. He's matized. So, okay. I wanted to get that out the way before I get into everything else, because once I start talking about the episodes, it'll make sense. So, this is thing Married at First Sight review 14-15. Here we go. So, I got Kayla and Zach made somewhat amends, and I put they are so hot and cold with one another. And I also said that that's love, because you're not always going to have this consistent high ride of everything happy-go-lucky. And I think that's what, I don't know, I just feel like people have that idealism of marriage where everything's like this. And they know it's not, but they want their marriage to be like this, when it's not going to be like this. It's going to be like this, and all around and woo-woo. Because you have to want to make it work. Like, you have to want to do it. And they were saying the whole thing about liking each other, which I felt like was really important. Like, if you with somebody, you gotta like them, because love is one thing, but liking them is a whole nother thing. So I put that in here with these notes. And right, so this is what things really started to get confusing. So they were sitting down after the couples had what they do, they had like lunch, brunch, whatever, and this is what things took a turn. Zach said that they both decided that they would get a divorce on decision day, decide to date, and if things worked out, then they would get remarried or whatever the case may be. Michaela clearly wasn't here for it. The girl lost it. I don't really know what to say. Like, I've seen, women get upset, but it's not under these circumstances. It's usually some drama. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that drama. And it's like she go from 0 to 100, and I feel like it's a mixed thing, a mix of things. Like, she's stigmatized, she loves that, and then it's the fact that she says she has abandonment issues, which I understand, but I believe it's also because her father isn't no longer around, and she's not coping with that in the best way either. I feel like that's what's really going on, and it's creating this space and this place for them to be in such a toxic relationship. Zach wasn't having it, baby. He got up, he got his phone, he was like, I'm out, I'm done, I don't want to entertain this anymore. And basically, like, overall, like, Michaela is self-sabotaging this marriage, like, on a whole nother level. Now, okay, I want to play devil's advocate here a bit. I do want to say I feel like Zach might be gaslighting her just a teensy weensy little bit, but not enough to warrant the behavior that she's been giving him. No way. No way. No way, no way, no way. Um, but then I also said that how she be gaslighting him. So yeah, okay. All the couples back in the house having a good time, whatever, boom, boom, boom. She They was in the bedroom talking about, the issues they've been having, woo woo woo. Then she clearly, clear as day, said, "Oh, you can go. It's okay. You can go. I knew you was gonna pull something like this. You can go. Woo woo, whatever. Blah 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 blah." Of course, we all know she didn't want the man to leave, but you can't. We've all been there. Me, I testify. I've been there saying something I know I don't want just to see if he's willing to stay, because I don't suffer from abandonment issues, but I do kind of sort of like I don't like people leaving out of my life in a way. I can't quite explain it, but something like that. I get it, but I feel like my abandonment issues aren't on that level. They ain't on that level that she was doing. Okay, right. So baby, I put Michaela as a raging bull. She's a raging bull. Baby, okay, Zach was trying to leave. She didn't want to leave. They got Val peeking out the door. She's looking, watching everything go watching everything go down. Like, girl, you need to be in there trying to work shit out with Johnny, because this ain't the look. But anyway, so she grabs his suitcase, snatches it, goes back in the room. He comes back out with it. They show him at the other couples. They were at the little mosh pit thing, whatever the case may be. Boom, they showed them doing that. He's about to get in the car. He's getting in the car. She's like, "Y'all gonna let him leave?" And this thing was so funny. Oh Lord, I wish I could post the clip, but I'm trying to grow my channel. I ain't trying to sabotage. So, she was talking to Ryan. She was like, "Oh, you gonna just let him leave?" She was like, "Go with him, go with him." He's like, "I am." She was like, "Go with him, go with him. I am." Zach clearly gets in the car and drives off. It's funny because the way she was amping him up, and he's like, I'm gonna go, I'm getting guard with him. She's like, "Okay, go, go, go." And he clearly didn't. The man pulls out. Boop, he was gone. Yeah, it was just it was a lot. So he leaves. Michaela goes storming off. She goes flying in the house. She flipping over furniture, the tables, the woman was tearing the place up. They said she broke some glasses, and then of course the production, they're feeding off of this because they like, this is excitement. This is gonna go on the teaser for the new season. So the cameraman's following her. He's following her in there or whatever. She comes to the door. Get out. Y'all don't understand. Like, I was like, I couldn't believe this young black woman was having a tantrum and acting out in such a dysfunctional way. Like, it was very dysfunctional. Baby. Whew, let's move on along. Because we're going to pause that and get to talk about the next part of the episode. The next episode. So then I got Bow and John. They slept in different rooms, on this retreat. And so did Brett and Ryan. So they kind of was like, the guys were trying to figure out what rooms they was going to sleep in, because whatever. And I put, Johnny seemed more open talking to Brett than he was with Bow, because they went to the gun range or whatever. And Johnny and Brett, they didn't shoot, and I don't know, it just seemed like they I don't want to say a connection, but just like a connection in a way. I guess we'll say that. I think that's really all I got, because it's just they kind of be going in circles, y'all, and I'm kind of over it at this point. It's just been very nauseating. But wait till we get to that second part of the episode. Boom. I got Mirala and Gil, because I put she an extreme introvert. Like I feel like her. I don't have that many notes in here because I feel like they presence in the past two episodes were like this much. Like she was giving them this much to work with. They had went horseback riding, and she was just being such a. She's like, oh, I wanted to go faster. Oh, I wanted to hike higher and all this other stuff. And I just feel like clearly you want the person you with to see you, all of you. I get it. I stand by that. But at the same time, I feel like you have to be in a position where you have to be willing to understand, like, this person, you're showing him all the red flags like this. It's like an alarm every time you say something. And I get it. Like when stuff not, or I ain't gonna say going your way, but if you're not feeling it, you have a tendency to just kind of nag about it. But she does it a lot. She does a lot. And Gil, he's so tolerable of it that he be trying to, Nam Yoho Renge cure the situation because he just be so, okay. Okay, Brett and Ryan, child. I got Ryan. Ryan's a country boy, I guess. So I put he's so ready to be a redneck, and I'm laughing because he was so happy to shoot that gun. Y'all don't think he's just so happy. Brett decided to bring up the conversation between her and his sister, and this one I knew the bullshit was about to start with him. Okay, so they was driving to the retreat, and he was like, she brought it up. She was like, it seems like you're distracted. That's what your sister was saying. She's like, it seems like you're distracted being here. And he was like, his face, you could just tell, like, he was trying to control his face so he wouldn't seem like he was, expressing anything. So she's like, he's like, why would she say something like that? Wrong answer. Shouldn't have said it. He should have said, no, I'm not distracted. It's just been a very difficult process. Or whatever he could have said. But he didn't say that. So, so then, excuse me, y'all. So then, he was like, I'm not distracted. He started getting very defensive about the conversation because he knew that there was some truth to it. We'll get to that. Ryan, he was defensive about disappointed in Brett for not wanting to shoot at the gun range. I mean, everybody ain't gun happy. Like, it might have been the American way in the yesteryears, but I don't know. I'm one of those people, like, I'm not I mean, how can I say this? I want to learn how to shoot a gun and maybe get a gun license or whatever just to have it so I can have it. But not to be tooting around, walking around, saying I'm licensed to carry, woo, woo, woo. Like, that's just not me because I just don't, not a big gun person. That's not my thing. What I got in here? Oh, they was finally having an in-depth conversation when they was out there about their marriage or whatever, how they haven't been seeing eye to eye. Bro was pretty much saying, like, she needed for him to step it up or whatever. And it's like, that's the thing. Like, Ryan wanted to be called out, but then when he's called out, he's just not handling it that way. He was like, oh, actions speak louder than words or whatever. But, like, he ended up saying it, which I appreciated. He was like, I can't expect for my actions to mean the same thing to me that it does to someone else or whatever. I'm like, boom. Nail on the head, because you think what you have been doing ain't really been it. So I was like, finally, he making small steps to the right direction to see if they can turn this around. But that was very short lived. We'll get to that in the next part. I got for Jose and Rachel. I love how flirty they are. They're a cute couple, but I'll say this: like, I feel like this season of Married at First Sight was a very mixed bag. It wasn't just the men, it wasn't just the women, it was both of them all together. Child. And I put Rachel and Jose seem to be in a good spot. Like, keep somebody yeah. There wasn't that much going on. Now let's go and get into this next episode and take it back to the top. So boom, Michaela and Zach sat down with Dr. Pepper or whatever. They were supposed to be having, to talk about everything that's been going on, this closure meeting or whatever. And said, I mean, you can see that Zach is distraught. I don't feel like Dr. Pepper got in Michaela's ass enough about her behavior because she was apologizing. She was talking about how, since they got back, she'd been reaching out to me, been responding and stuff. But I don't know, sis. Like it was a lie. It was a lie, y'all. It was a lie. So then they came back for the closure meeting thing and what have you. And then you could tell like the storm had settled. Michaela was trying to give her best, I don't see you. I'm just here. I don't want to touch. I don't want to talk. I don't want to look your way, energy or whatever. But that you could tell that there's that there. So right. Michaela, right, before going into this episode, Michaela, she had called her sister to come pick her up or whatever and stuff like that because clearly she didn't want to stay there because I'm sure she was embarrassed by her behavior, so that's why she didn't stay. I got, and Zach was switch. He had shut down in this first meeting they had with Dr. Pepper. The second meeting, Kayla had shut down. That's why I said she was giving him all that woo 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 woo. And then as they was talking to Dr. Pepper, she was telling them like, how marriage is, what's expected of it and stuff like that. And she was like, put your hand out. And Michaela was like trying to act like, she didn't want to put her hand out. So they held hands and stuff, and she started smiling and laughing and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, whatever. The standard stuff that happens when you're going like this in a relationship. Y'all know how it is. So they kind of just was like, they left together. You could tell that they was about to get it on. When they left up out of Dr. Pepper's office, they was about to get it on, period. I don't have nothing else to say. And I put they need to resolve the issues. That's pretty much it. Okay. Let's get to Bow and Johnny, child. So this is so shady. So shady. So okay. Johnny said that Bow's friend wanted to buy a car or something like that. She wants to buy a car, and he knows something about cars, whatever the case may be. And at first, I thought the episode was going good. They had these they was going back to like their childhood home and where they grew up from and stuff like that. But anyway, he admitted to having daddy issues, which we all knew anyway. But he said her friend wouldn't suggest for him or wouldn't suggest Bow to date any guy friends that she know, anybody that she know. Ooh, I was like, what kind of good friend is, and this supposed to be her best friend, right? Not my best friend. No way. Ain't no way. Child, and that she said she was upset about them talking about behind her back negatively, whatever. And she even said, she was like, I haven't even spoken to her about, our marriage and stuff like that because I know how she is. She's so negative and stuff like that. But I'm like, that's more of a reason for you to talk to her about it. So you can change that so that don't be a recurring thing because clearly this is a different circumstance. This is a different scenario than a little boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. So I felt like, but I could tell like Val is tired. She's tired. And Johnny even went in depth. He was like, oh, she said how manipulative you are, how you'll break me down to build me back up. And I'm like, damn, like, what kind of friend is this? Like, she just was going, child, not my friend. I put for Marilyn Gill, how they shared, this episode kind of was like them going back to like their roots and stuff like that. So they went that, I don't really have much to say about them because really nothing wasn't going on. Gil just kept stressing the issue that like she needs to be more receptive of her attitude. Ooh, same stuff. Okay, so Brett and Ryan, the episode started on a good note. They went fishing. They read their little letters of what they would have wrote to their childhood self or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. And then they went to the house. They went to Brett's place. This one things got really weird. So Ryan decided to download a dating app, and he matched with someone that Brett know, and her friend reached out to her and told her about it. So he was like, here go his dumb ass. He's like, oh, I downloaded it, but I didn't talk to anybody. She was like, you couldn't wait 2 more weeks before before you decided to do that or whatever? Like, you know, she was just acting nonchalant because she's like, clearly there isn't a spark enough for us or whatever. But he really couldn't say anything. What he should have said was an apology. Instead, I feel like he copped out and was trying to defend himself without apologizing to her out of respect and leaving. And then he got up and left or whatever. You know, basic bull. Okay. I did put something about Jose. Moving past him. I put Jose as an extreme thinker, and Rachel said, so they sat down with Pastor Cal and no, wrong episode, y'all. I'm thinking about something else. Anyway, hold on. Oh, child, it's itching right there. I put he's an extreme thinker. And then Rachel was talking about how, you know, oh no, Dr. Pepper had made it. She was making house visits, boom. And she sat down with them, was talking to them about their marriage and stuff, and she was calling Jose out. Now, she called Jose out about how he is and, like, how he needs to release because he wanted a modern woman. And she's a modern woman, and he wants to treat her like she's a housewife, you know. Boom. But Rachel was saying how, like, she had something to tell him, but she didn't know how to tell him. She said the night that he locked her out, that her ex picked her up, and she was with him. Stayed always place. I was like, girl, no. I was like, ugh. So, I mean, Jose's trust issues is very warranted. I can't say nothing about that because, baby, I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I was like, she didn't say that. She should have said that. And she was like, I didn't want to say it to seem like I was getting back at you. I'm like, girl, it don't matter. You should have said that. Anyway. And then, of course, like I put, Jose is questioning the marriage or whatever, as he should. Because, I mean, after something like that, like what else can I do? How more receptive can I be to this process if I know you still using him as a lifeline? Even you not, that means that you haven't really engulfed yourself in this situation, like presently, and that just, you know, it sucks. So, like I said, these reviews are going to be coming out very, you know, bada bing, bada boom. Please comment, subscribe, share this video with anyone, everyone. Let's talk about the episode. Put your thoughts down about the episode in the comments so we can get a conversation going about it. I don't know. Just stay tuned for the next video because they coming. Okay. Okay, y'all. Until next time, y'all.